I know altogether, basically, many of you know the concept of natural farming. But for the purpose of getting started and getting you all involved and linked to the topic, I just go hurriedly. What is natural farming? I think the Pameti will share this presentation to you all also.
So we have
Natural,
uploaded on iGo, so they can download from there.
yes, no issue. Thank you. So, natural farming is a holistic farming system which helps in improving soil regeneration, and water and air quality, enhance ecosystem biodiversity, produce nutrient-rich foods, and store carbon to help mitigate efforts of climate change. If there is any issue regarding language or Hindi you prefer, I will describe in Hindi also, no issue. The agricultural production system, which mainly emphasize the use of locally available farm inputs. This is the most important aspect, which is the main difference between organic and natural. That is, we emphasize on the use of locally available farm inputs, integrated system with good agronomical practices, and encourage coexistence. So, which are the main techniques? That is minimal use of any other outside inputs. So we go with chemical free. We go with zero tillage. We go with local and indigenous seeds and plants, and also 365 crop cover. That is mulching. Based on these, we will discuss the components later. But 365 days crop cover is also a very much important aspect. Then integrating animal component or whatever local resource animal component is there, deshi cow is there, maybe another deshi animals are there, they should be integrated. Then why natural farming? Because it helps farmer to get a cost reduction, input cost is reduced and output cost will also get enhanced, get optimized. Then we can get better farm yields free from any toxic substances. The shelf life is better, the nutritive quality is better, the taste is better, the keeping quality is better. So it is like that. It is good for soil health as well as health of the people. Then adoption and natural farming practices on farmer field with how it will benefit. It will increase the earthworm activity. It will increase the earthworm numbers also, and to restore the natural nutrient cycles. So it is better for ecosystem and for getting the maximum organic carbon available to the plants, and it can generate also employment. Initially, it will take some operations, but later after it will be get reduced. So it is also helping in reducing water consumption, as one of the pillar is WAPSA. We will discuss in next component phase, and increase microbial and biological activities. So with regards to the natural farming principles, which are based on the nature, the five Pancha Mahabhutas, the principle that leads with soil, air, water, akash, and fire, that is energy. Then all these components acted integrated manner to form a ecosystem better for natural farming. Then principle of soil as a living entity. In natural farming, we treat soil as a natural living entity, and it is altogether natural entity. When we induce some chemicals, pesticides, fungicides, it will get spoiled. That means the microbial activity of soil gets spoiled or get affected, get lessened or get lowered down. But when we use soil as a living entity, it will for betterment, and all the microbial flora fauna get flourished. Then principle of integrating plant, animal, and human beings, that is integration of all these components as per their role in the natural farming. We did minimum uh, interference of human beings only wherever it is required, we will go for interference. Otherwise, only the natural components, that is plants, animals, the forest waste, everything, water resources, rainfall water, everything will act as a acting force mainly. Then principle of biodiversity and sustainable agriculture. For a long course of time, for a long course of enriched soils, we are dealing with biodiversity. From where biodiversity, from all the resources were used optimally, and we will get a good sustainable agriculture ecosystem. We will discuss in later coming slides. Then principle of climate resilient practices, it will also come in due course of time. Then considering the entire principles regarding cultivation, these are some universal principles we must take into account. That is the principle of complexity and coexistence. Every living organism complements each other in nature and will keep balance of nature intact. May be plants, it may be weeds, maybe it is microflora, maybe insect, pest, birds, the animals, all the components. So complementary, they are complementary for and their coexistence also. Then the principle of diversity encourage cultivation of many crops, varieties, trees, other suitable enterprises in the same piece of land. Farm should where the diverse crop and minimum up to 8 crops at least. So in forthcoming models of 3 tier, maybe it is 3 tier, 7 tier, maybe it is food forest. All we are going to discuss also in the crop rotation practices, allo cropping, relay cropping. We are taking the crops like this only. So greater the diversity, better is for nature farming. So then the principle of crop density, the arrangement of plants in different rows, columns, and in area to efficiently utilize the natural resources is called as crop density. It is essentially the utility and utilization of resources like light, water, nutrients, and space. And from this principle only, the uh, the cropping system and crop integration will lead next. Then the principle of ecology, it is relationship between living organisms, include humans, and their physical environment. It seeks to understand the vital connection between plant and animals. Farming has to align with the ecology without disturbance. So, in short, uh, uh, natural farming is farming in working in harmony with nature. So these are some 5 6 objectives: how to improve farmers' income, how to increase the uh, production, how to get the input cost reduced so that the ultimate effect on cost analysis will be there. Then to preserve the natural flora, fauna, soil, everything, and efficient use of the natural resources. Then one of the major component is the carbon sequestration. So the according to FAO, the carbon sequestration are around 2,000 lakh tons carbon in 25 years, more than 10% of anthropogenic emissions through identification, promotion, and implementation of improved practices, that is the climate resilient practices and nature farm. So, in short, it is natural farming means it is somewhat different in some aspect with organic, but it is mainly focusing on the natural resources. So, similarities regarding natural farming and organic, both are chemical-free farming methods. Both practices promote non-chemical biological insect, non-chemical biological insect and pest control measures. And difference, short difference is there, that is organic fertilizers, manures like compost, vermicompost, and cow dung, urine, everything can be added farmland from external resources in organic farming, which incurred some cost. But in natural farming, neither chemicals nor organic fertilizers are added to soil externally. Locally available plant and livestock and biomass are used on the contrary instead of from external resources. So, as I told, these are the basic components, basic pillars of natural farming. That is, everyone already aware about it in previous lectures also, but I just go rapidly. That is Bijamrut, then Jivamrut, Achadan, that is mulching, crop 365 days mulching, and the Vapsa, it is a soil condition where a balance of air and water is maintained properly. Then plant protection, as you know, it is various plant protection measures also there, like Agnistra, Nimastra, Arka, Dashaparnyarka. So many concoctions and decoctions are used. So to lead with the farming integration, biodiversity is a very important terminology. So biodiversity refers to variety of life forms in their interaction with their native ecosystem. It compromises genetic diversity, specific diversity, species diversity, ecosystem diversity. So natural biodiversity is a crucial for ecosystem resilience, stability, and the provision of ecosystem services like water purification, soil fertility, and climate regulation. It also contributes to overall health and functioning of the planet, supporting life in various forms and maintaining ecological balance. So, biodiversity is much more needed and need to be conserved. Then, coming to the main point of our presentation, that is the crop integration in terms of natural farming. As is scientifically studied by various organizations in India, may it be ICR, may it be NCONF, may it be some leading NGOs in this working in this, maybe it is RYSS, maybe the other influential figures like Subhash Palekar ji, then Tyagi ji, Bharat Bhushan Tyagi ji, maybe it is the millet man of India. So all they are working in same force with same action, so that the natural farming, importance of natural farming can be traced. The in this three-tier system of natural farming, maximum vertical space, sunlight interception, and underground root distribution is mainly focused. In all the systems, it is focused, but in three-tier system where the land pieces are small, we will go for the three-tier system or five-tier system. It mimics a natural forest ecosystem by stacking compatible plants of varying heights on the same piece of land. So there are three layers actually, because it is a tree type system. We'll go with three layers of cropping pattern is there. The top layer, which is called as generally canopy layer or overstory. This layer insists of tall, deep perennial trees that defines the upper structure of the farm, and it will generally planted on the borders. In some cases also in between, but generally planted the perennial trees on the borders to demarcate the piece of land, and also they will act as a mainly wind shelters and barriers for other upcoming natural forces. The height ranges around 15 to 30 feet. Function acts like windbreaks, provides partial shade to lower layer of crops, then pumps nutrient from deep subsoil and generate massive biomass via leaf pod. So this is the main function of this layer. Then the crops, depending on the uh, ecozone, agroecological zone, various crops are used in this layer, but mainly In South India, coconuts, areca nuts, moringa, mango, neem, and gliricidia, they are planted generally in these layers. Uh, Root dynamics, that is deep taproot that do not compete with the shallow root system of lower tiers. Then the second, that is middle or understory layer. The first, you know that it is a story top layer, then the understory layer, that is a mid canopy. This layer occupies the intermediate vertical space, rising upper the filtered sunlight provided by the canopy. The height is 5 to 12 feet range. Function fills horizontal gap, maintains ambient humidity, and provides an additional income stream before top tier tree fully matures. Then crop examples are like banana, papaya, citrus fruit, coffee, and some semi perennial shrubs like pigeon pea or arbor. Then root dynamics, medium depth, fibrous or laterate using the mid soil zone. So they will take the nutrients from mid soil zone, and the last or bottom layer or ground layer or underground layer where the yams, then the sweet potatoes, turmeric, ginger generally grown. This layer is directly on just beneath the soil surface, maximum ground coverage and subsurface volume. So height ranges from 0.5 to 4 feet and serve as a living mulch, prevent soil erosion, suppresses weed growth, and optimizes horizontal ground surface. The crop examples I already told: ginger, turmeric, elephant foot yam, sweet potatoes, cowpea, leafy vegetables, corianders, all the plants which cover the soil, maybe taro roots and everything. Uh, so it is good for the last layer or near ground layer. The ecological benefits of this model are the optimized photosynthesis, multi-level leaf arrangements, capture maximum solar energy per square meter. So, as it's shown in photo, you may be using all these plants and all these crop models and all these crop rotations to control the optimum photosynthesis so that each and every crop will get good quality uh, energy, sun, sun energy. And also there is a formation of microclimate due to this dense plantation. The dense architecture reduces altogether the soil temperature, lowers evapotranspiration rate as the soil is not directly exposed to sunlight, and it will conserve the moisture, supporting the VAPSA and soil aeration, both the systems. So self-sustainability of the soil fertility is also maintained to this model, three-tier model, and continuous leaf litter from multiple species creates a rich, diverse humus layer that feeds soil microbes without chemical fertilizers. So all the three-tier systems popularly managed in many of the states of India, including Maharashtra, Andhra, Karnataka, even in Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, even in Kashmir I visited, they also follow the practices. Also, I think in Punjab, they are getting popularized nowadays. So, this three-tier system is mainly for agronomical vegetable crop combination along with the some major trees like sesame and all mangoes for border trees. So these are some example photos from actual farmers working in South India, mainly Karnataka, Telangana, and Tamil Nadu. So they are all taking various seeds. They are using indigenous seeds. They are making it with leafy vegetables, then with maize, with turmeric, then with some root crops. They are applying the jivamrut or whatever the decoctions made from local resources. This is some example photos from South. This is one ideal model I shared with you for 1 acre land where mulching, Jivamrut, other the biomass management, crop rotation, everything is shown with coconut, areca nut, then taro roots, rice, finger millet, guava, papaya, all these plants are there. So, how you can manage in four, uh, 43,560 square feet of land, that is of 1 acre plant, and how you are going to manage the plantation, how you can go with rainfall systems, and also this is I prepared one model for North Indian region where you can utilize mangoes, then sesame, guava, lemon trees, wheat, custard apple, carrots, mustard, everything, and how you can plan a design using the canal water also. So natural, coming to the next point, that is natural food forest. Natural food forest in India utilize advanced agroecological planning to establish self-sustaining and multi-layered system. Instead of using chemical input, they rely on functional biodiversity, continuous biomass recycling, and microbial activities stimulation. So, the ecological benefits of this uh, food forest system is rapid carbon sequestration is there, urban heat is got reduced, air pollution mitigation, then groundwater recharge also high, biodiversity enhancement and noise reduction, habitat restoration for birds and pollinators, and climate resilience and ecological restoration. So it will go in various forms at various places, and people may plan according to their land classification or according to their land patterns. They can adopt the crops. There are various examples of the ecologically benefited food forest in all over India. Uh, it will start in South India mainly on bigger uh, uh, stages, on bigger farm sizes, uh, and also the individual fellow farmers, those who are having not so good nutritive land, they are also following the practices. So, the comparison of these natural food forests with conventional plantation with regards to growth rate, natural food forest growth rate is very fast in comparison with moderate growth rate in conventional plantation. Biodiversity is very much high as we will go with the local regional plantation and which is already suitable to the agroclimatic conditions. Conventional plantation, it is low because mainly biodiversity is not there. Commercial production aspect was considered a main factor in conventional plantation. So maybe they are going with monocropping systems. Maintenance low after establishment. Once the natural forest or food forest were established, there is very low maintenance because they will get uh, sustainability on their own. Conventional plantation, it is continuous maintenance system. We have to go per season for maintenance, for fertilizer management and nutrition management, water management, and everything else. Then carbon capture is also very much high in natural food forest, which is in comparison moderate in uh, conventional plantation. Species diversification is 20 to 50 species. Often monoculture is observed in conventional uh, plantation. So the comparison of conventional plantation and the natural food forest system or natural farming system is altogether here based on these 4-5 parameters. Then coming to the design of natural food forest, here are the 10-layer natural food forest system shown for 1 acre. You can go through it, no issues, because it will take, as per the agroclimatic conditions, the crops, high uh, length or high height crops may vary from coconut to teak wood to jackfruit, mangoes, and everything like forest crops also there, Arjuna and other crops, tamarind is also there. So you can use whatever crop suitable to your area. Then for middle layer, it is guava, papaya, then some tall bush layer is also there, bamboos are there, then the onla crop is there, some short varieties or middle height varieties of jackfruit also can be used. And for the basic base layer, there are some vegetables you can use or citronella grasses you can use, vetiver citronella like grasses you can use. Vegetables you can use like okra and all the other vegetables in this category you can use. Then some herbaceous layer you can take climbers on the heighted plants like black pepper is there. Then passiflora is also there. So many medicinal, aromatic, and food wines can be used here, so that they will give you the commercial yield also, as well as they will maintain the ecosystem balance also. They will maintain the coolness in the system also, and they can utilize the water also and keep the plants holding, and they will work in the third or fourth layer. Then there are some ground crops also, like ginger is there, turmeric is there mainly. Then some you can take vegetable crops like groundnut also there. Then taro roots are also there. Coffee plantation is there. You can take radish, carrot, or some other vegetables which work in the ground zones. Also, for the nitrogen fixation, you can use in between the uh, soil plots. You can use the various pulses which act as a nitrogen fixation for the our food forest system. So there are some examples regarding the food forest system. That is AP Chandrasekhara's food forest system in Karnataka near Mysore. It is spanning on 13 acres of land. This remarkable food forest is a testament of sustainable and regenerative agriculture. 4 acres in a very dense forest using the coconut and all, areca nut, all these trees and black pepper and all. So also wild trees are there, and it is enriched by therefore biomass composition. Then also fruit vegetable cultivation is there, natural pest control from farm tanks, the decoction prepared at the farm tanks only. And for over 20 years, AP Chandrasekhar has been household name in the ecosystem community, and he is shining example for how tree-based agriculture can transform land into a thriving ecosystem. So I give his YouTube site also here. You can watch the video also. Then, uh, what is the high density southern canopy model of Chandrasekhara stressed on? It is near Mysore. This mature food forest showcases how a standard plantation can transition into an abundant zero tillage ecosystem. So, how a self-sustainable ecosystem, zero tillage ecosystem, can be or formulated or work is shown by this model. Then structural composition, the overstory layer consists of roughly 500 indigenous coconut palms. The border are packed with over 2,000 native timber trees across 50 regional varieties to act as a windbreaks and nutrient pumps. The immediate layer hosts over 200 varieties of fruit trees, including mangoes, bananas, jackfruit, citrus varieties. The lower layer featured medicinal herbs and perennial wild greens. The natural technique applied is absolute no-till and annual biomass cycling. The larger timber trees are pruned over a year, which creates a massive quantity of localized green manure, fodder, and organic mulch that decay naturally on the forest floor. So, using the cuttings of or debris of the large top layer plants. Uh, Mostly the annual biomass is prepared. Also, the biomass prepared from the lower layers like pulses and other vegetable greens are used for the uh, organic carbon enrichment. Then complete suppression of plant-specific epidemics through intense crop diversity. The forest floor generate a self-sustainable cycle where the trees feed the soil directly, yielding resources for over 300 value-added consumer products. So you can go through the video and you will uh, get understood the various products developed by the food forest of Chandrasekhar. Then the another example is Vanyas food forest in India. Here is their website is also there. Multi-tier subtropical model of Vanya food forest in central India of Madhya Pradesh, situated in a semi-arid district, seasoned climate of Madhya Pradesh. This system focus on maximizing soil water retention without external animal manual grids. The structural composition, the top canopy featured deep rooting native species like mango, neem, jamun, and mahua. The mid canopy contains guava, lemon, sapota, that is chiku, and custard apple. Below them, perennial pigeon pea, that is tur dal and millets, while the ground level holds dense crop of ginger and turmeric. So all these plants are again multi-layered. They are arranged in multi-layered, and the natural techniques applied in their farm model is sunlight shield, living mulch, and wild pollination integration to shield delicate soil microbes from intense central Indian summers. The farm uses a multi-tier leaf arrangement to break the harsh sun rays directly to reaching directly to the ground level. And the floor is entirely blanketed with falling tree biomass and supplemented by targeted application of indigenous rose slurry, that is Jivamrut. It is applied every 15 days to wake up the local earthworm network, and tree selection like Indian Jujuba, bear, pink pepper, or strategically plant because they flower during the local foliage gaps. Forage gaps is there. That time they will flower and they will feed wild bees population year round. So they can collect the honeybee also. The pollination is also good. Then the soil biomass composition is also good. And due to application of Jivamrut, the entire earthworm population is also good. So key outcome from this Vanya forest model is significant use in the local water table due to high soil permeability. As you know, the earthworms they acted as a soil soil diggers, soil penetrators also. So they will make a thousands of holes in the soil mass, due to which soil aeration is also good. Then water infiltration is also good, and due to which water tables in this area are significantly raised. The dense mulch carpet act as a vapor barriers, allowing the farm to run efficiently using the natural moisture and condensation pattern. So this is all about Vanya food forest also. Then coming to the another model, Satpura model, that is Aranya Vani food forest, where it is spread across 100 acres adjoining to the Satpura mountain ranges. This model focus on replicating a primary tribe forest ecosystem to produce dense medical nutrition. So, medical plants are more focused in this plantation along with the food forest also, and vegetables are also focused. Medicinal plants mainly, as you know, during the COVID times, for much good body immunity. Many crops like tulsi, giloy, avla, ashwagandha, they are supported, and these crops are mainly adopted in this food forest. And structural composition, that is 10 interactive layers in this food forest maintained strategically. And as I told you, the upper layer, massive wild trees, cooler plantation like cluster figs, moringa, wild mangoes, that is the local native mangoes, with some medicinal vines like giloy, and bottom layer contains taproot crops like uh, elephant foot yams or turmeric, the native grasses like vetiver, citronella, and free-forming poultry and native cows. All are there. The aquatic layer feature water-based crops and native fish species also. Then natural techniques applied: closed loop animal symbiosis, native desi cows and free-ranging poultry are used as moving fertility units. Poultry clean and understory by consuming pest larvae from fallen fruits, while cows graze on the grasses and leave behind fresh dung and urine to kickstart the microbial cycle. So all the animal component, then fish component, then medicinal plant, everything, and the forest pressure of 10 layers is there acting in the uh, forest system, food forest. The keynote is a self-maintaining farm ecosystem that requires near zero maintenance. Once mature, it creates an abundant supply of monofloral wild honey, comes from moringa, neem, and mango, and nutrient-dense forests produce entirely free from human-induced chemicals. So these all three models based on the chemical free only, and they are doing good, and they are selling their products online also. Websites are also there. Then coming to the fourth aspect, that is this is one example said by a good human being, and very much passionate natural farming farmer. It is on the Goa and Maharashtra border, in space in between. It is a space of 2 acres, around 2 acres, and it is initiated by Mr. Sanjeev Maikar, who is a retired Deputy Director of Atma Goa, and it is in I village adjoining to the Goa border. And a fallow land piece was taken for his efforts initially, and he adopted all the primary natural forest ecosystem practices and produced a dense uh, fruit, medicinal nutrition in, and also forest trees are there with integration of local fish species and rainwater harvesting models also there. So he dig some 7 ponds initially, and then he uh, started cultivation in the food forest system. The structural composition is arrangement of into 7 interactive layers. The upper layer featuring massive wild trees like local teakwood, 50 tropical fruit plants of mangoes of various varieties. Traditional varieties also there. Then some local varieties are also there. Some improved varieties are also there. He planted all the varieties so that they will get interacted and get adjusted well. Then he planted good number of cashew plants are also there, along with some jackfruit plants, guava, then water apple, black pepper on the trees, then lemons, coconut, areca nut, and many medicinal plants also there, and grasses are also there. The wild mangoes wrapped in medicinal plants like citronella, vetiver grass, and pineapple cultivation is also there. The bottom layer contains some root crops like suran, that is elephant foot yam, turmeric, black turmeric, millets in the during the rainy season, finger millets and all. He also practice to grow some vegetable crops also there in between the plant rows of teakwood and jackfruit and all. Also on the borders of the ponds he follow. Then free roaming, some Deshi birds are there. There are 7 water ponds and a well aquatic layer featuring water-based crops and native fish species also is rearing there. So it is a good example of symbiosis, and all the water retention forest, agroforestry is there. Native desi free-ranging poultry birds are there. Then poultry clean and understory by consuming pest larvae from fallen fruits. The fish waste water is supplied to the plants and grasses to kickstart the microbial boost. So the outcome is a self-maintaining farm ecosystem running since last 4 years. He's running it from he named it as a Swapna Nagari, and he's running it for last 4 years. That requires near zero maintenance once mature. Water level rise due to naturally maintained pond. It creates abundant supply of wild honeybee from mangoes, cashew, moringa, guava, hibiscus, rose, medicinal plants, and nutrient-dense forest product entirely free from any sort of induced chemical. So this is the good model, emerging model from Maharashtra region. These are some snaps. I uh, actually visited the site also, and I saw his interventions also, and various. These are some cashew species, then water ponds, then finger millet rice cultivation is there, black pepper is there, pineapple, teakwood forest is there, then all cashews and pineapples, also jackfruits, then some vegetables, beans, or everything is there. So basically, for growing a food forest system, one need to take it will take some 3, 4, 5 years based on the species, and once they get settled down, they will grow automatically. They will also grow their water, do their water management, because they are having various root systems, and in seasons you can keep the other systems, but 365 days mulching is most essential. Then this is one diagrammatic presentation regarding this dynamic interactive practices aim for better use and production component. That is how three-tier cropping system, five-tier cropping system, wood forest cropping system will act, and how you have to plan according to your local resources and planting material. So this is the some examples of three-layer, five-layer cropping system in the some farms of Odisha, then also in south region. So, with regards to, for example, multi-layer farm production system, which crops we can adopt? It maybe it is based on your agroecological region, but these are I here enlisted different layers and the crops, that is underground crops like groundnut, potatoes, sweet potato, beetroot, radish, turnips, carrots, put yam, then ginger, garlic, onion, turmeric, arbi, tomato, tapioca, colossia or taro roots, everything. Then lower height crops like spinach, fenugreek, methi, coriander, cauliflowers, cabbage, lentil, gram, pineapple, cowpea, peas, strawberries, all cucurbitaceous crop, foxtail, ragi, mahu, then other species. Then wheat, barley, oat, okra in the mid layer. That is, maybe it is vegetables or cereals like wheat, barley, oat, okra, cumin, mustard, soybeans, chilies, brinjal, custard beans. For somewhat long, then this there is sesame pea, mesta, jute, sesame, maize, sweet sweet maize, or these crops are there. Then full height plants like sugarcane, sorghum, pearl millets, onla, banana, jackfruit, pomegranate, lime, quinoa, apple, peach, passion fruits, mangoes, then lychee, guava, and custard apple. Border plantation is timber plants like teakwood or eucalyptus and other popular species. So these are some multi-layer farm production systems where the crops can be adopted as per the uh, regional ecology. Then some mixed cropping systems based on the Bara Anaj system in Uttarakhand. As per our uh, Bharat is made of very much agroclimatic diversity. Based on that, they are using the various uh, cropping patterns like for increasing crop diversity, uh, and for the other reasons also. The massive flowering crops like uh, for the birds and other populations, they use for in legume cereals, sunflowers also, intercropping, beneficial insects, biodiversity associated with ecosystem services. So it is Barana system in Uttarakhand, in South it is Navdanya system, in Maharashtra also uh, Saptadhanyankur and Navdanya system is there. This is one photo from Kurnool district of AP where maize intercrop with red gram. So they are practicing in three-tier system like this. Then crop integration, chilies intercrop with red gram, castor and marigold as a repellent crop, maize as a border crop. So is also practiced in southern part of the India. In Andhra, this is from Andhra Pradesh. Then some Kerala, the Dasan farm, Poluchi, they are using the model like coconut with banana, then all spices, areca nut, all their intercropping they are doing with the layer by layer model. Also, a system design by Dr. Balasaheb Sawant, Kokon Krishi Vidyapith, Dapoli, where 1 acre on 1 acre land, 1 lakh rupees can be earned as a income. So it is called as a Lucky Bag model of Dapoli, Kokon Krishi Vidyapith. Then crop integration and during the fallow period, how the crop integration should be followed in this three-tier system. Mix crop seed like green manure, cereals, pulses, and oilseed to be mixed and broadcasted during the fallow period. Seed rate per seed mixed and requirement. Uh, then allow the crop to grow till planting of the next crop. If any crop come to maturity, which may be harvested for economical purpose. Reminding biomass is to be incorporated in the soil or biomass for these crops are taken with the main purpose of organic carbon enrichment of the soil. So biomass addition, then soil microbial biomass enhancement and suppressing soil-borne pathogen. This is the main reason behind this crop integration during fallow period. So these are some models practiced by ICR, soybean plus maize or other rice varieties, different rice varieties along with the local rice varieties and improved rice varieties. They are practiced at further rice research station. Then another plantation did with integrated management with maize, with other flower crops, with chendu and marigold and everything. Then the other natural farming experiments made at SK Nagar by these are some experiments by NCONF. Also at Pantnagar they are doing. Then what is the scientific uh, view or perception regarding proven scientific practices for this natural farming? Helps in biological nitrogen fixation, reduce weed infestation, then it will negative allelopathic effect underground microbial enhancement also. So the major factors AICRP, AINP, projects are also undertaken. So the multi-location trials in natural farming with help of natural farming cropping systems are taken. The various models adopted here are soybean plus maize 2:1 ratio, vegetable pea plus green coriander into 1 ratio. And these are practiced in Pantnagar, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, then Gujarat, Rajasthan, also cassava with vegetable cowpea, green gram, it is adopted in Kerala, then rice plus dhencha, maize and cowpea combination followed in Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, West Bengal also. Turmeric cowpea green gram model followed in Meghalaya and Kerala. Then maize cowpea, that is maize and cowpea, that is fodder 1:1, wheat plus chickpea 2:2, bed planting in Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Uttarakhand, cotton plus green gram and rabi sorghum chickpea, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. These all models were adopted and followed during 2022 to 23 in via ICR experiments at various KVK research and AICRP models. So there they took the treatments like control, natural farming, organic farming, integrated uh, crop management. All these practices they have followed, and they found a very favorable result in form of quality and also quantity in natural farming farm models also. So uh, the excellent findings of above trials, that is soybean plus maize, vegetable peas, and coriander green leaf. So they are showing good results. System yield soybean equivalent 6,475 kg per hectare per year, and yield gain 5% over organic farming integrated crop management system, net return gain of 19% over organic farming practices. This is the results for natural farming practices. So they are showing some promising results. Uh, then it is yield grain is compatible in soybean, maize, wheat plus mustard combination. Yield grain is compatible with ICM and organic farming practices. Net return gain of 15% over integrated crop management practices. So soil organic carbon content also improved from 0.57 initially to 0.63%. So these are all scientifically based data of this three-layer, five-layer tire system. In Kerala, the cassava vegetable and cowpea green gram treatment, it is showing net gain of 7% over integrated crop management practices. So all these practices are compatible and at par in the initial years also, and they are still continuing the trials, and they are taking the results and calculations, everything. So it will be it can reach to the maximum apex level, and for the betterment of cost saving of from the farmer's side. So altogether, all these experiments of three-tier, multi-tier, all these systems, they are showing a very promising findings all over India. The main role, especially, is start from the soil preparation, that is soil conditioning, and other aspects like environmental aspects and climate management, microclimate management at the field level. So these are some crop integration experiences. As a CEO in Net Agrotech and as a state in charge for 7 states for natural farming, I have visited many states in India from Kashmir, Himachal, Uttarakhand, and also Maharashtra, Goa. In South also, AP, Telangana. I was there at headquartered at Manage. So during that period, my experience is very good support by the farmers uh, to these farming systems, and because the cost reduction is there, the pesticide hazards are not there. They can use the produce for their own and also for selling freely to their neighbors, relatives, and to their villages. Some farmers are doing the food forest system very good, and they are also focusing on the export of these crops to the South Asian countries, mainly to uh, Kuwait, Bahrain, and this Singapore and all these things. So it is a very good combination and efforts made in this direction of natural farming. And based on this, if crop integration is there, proper crop integration is there, if soil is getting enriched with organic carbon and other contents, it will be much more beneficial for the purpose of good crop and also for the good enrichment of the soil. So we can go for better plantation in three-tier, five-tier system. We need to change only the inside tires, that is the ground level and middle level, like some papaya and other the uh, agronomical crops we can replace. Otherwise, in three-layer, five-layer model, the top layers or intermediate layers, some crops that can be retained throughout the year, and for the beneficial years like some 5, 10, 20, 25 years also. So the food forest system is more advantageous from point of ecological point of view, from the point of carbon sequestration point of view, and also from the point of view of getting the food products, the in allied agriculture products, honeybee, wax, and other products also. The food forests are much more beneficial. So many farmers, they are doing all these uh, examples. They are setting all these examples, and also through various natural farming modules and natural farming initial support given by the government of India. The National Mission on Natural Farming is also supporting all these natural farming activities through the bioresource centers, and through the various state plans also. They are doing capacity building for Krishi Mitras, Krishi Sakhis, Pashu Sakhis, for extension officials, for KVK scientists, and the other also all related department, government department officials, and also for the extension agencies. So altogether, I just want to say here that natural farming is, as Fukuoka Mashoka, who is the father of natural farming, who stated it is like do nothing farming. Uh, that time it is true also in his experiments. He also did very small interventions. But natural farming altogether is minimum tillage, that is to do nothing means to make a very small efforts and let the nature do the maximum job. But for that you have to start with soil conditioning, a good soil conditioning in the initial stages of the before starting natural farming you have to go for, because so that you can eradicate the later stage problems like weed infestation, and all these problems can be handled. If soil conditioning is done in good manner, then all the other practices can be followed. Automatically, the insect pest attack, the larval stages, the other stages, they will also get reduced. So I think this is overall feature. I just want to make awareness and overall features of these three tier, five tier, and natural food forest system. For more interactions or any uh, other information you need on these, you can contact to uh, Ministry of Agriculture. There is an MNF cell is also there. You can contact. We coordinate with Pameti also. My number is also there. My email is also there. If in the later course of time, if you have any doubts or any, if you want any detailed description, you can mail me on this mail also, and you can contact me on this my number also. So I think it is. Uh, uh, Thank you for nice patient listening and giving me this opportunity to uh, show some results on and share my thoughts on these three tier, five tier system. ECO will support you on this aspect, and also our Pameti and all. So thank you one and all for listening to me, and uh, thanks one and